this is working because my what do you call it? My signal is a little like everything else going on. I'm a little happy holidays. Hi, everybody. This is Tracee Dunblazier, and we are going to be working with your crystal allies, 44 sacred altar cards and oracle set today for holiday reading. So if anybody's out there watching and wants a little reading, click on and ask the question in the comments. And if that's, of course, only for live. If you're watching this live right now, you can do that. Otherwise, we're going to do a little end of 2023 wrap-up reading, and then we're going to do it's 2024, what the heck is going on? What's gonna go on in 2024 reading. So let me start here by pulling up. These are the 44 Sacred Altar Cards and Oracle set. And interesting. This is the wrap-up for 2023. We're going to choose 3 cards. There we go. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Yes. So we have Presiolite for growth, Amethyst for sobriety, and Botswana Agate for affection. And the 3 of these, and we've got Charlotte wants to make an appearance here. Do you hear her? This is Charlotte. She is joining us today. She's also psychic and a Reiki master practitioner. So anyway, so first of all, when you talk about growth for 2023, growth and sobriety really hit home, I think, for everyone, because all of the blow-ups, literally and figuratively, everywhere on the planet, from the war to mass shootings to the Rona to the flu, RSV, all of these different elements that are requiring us as a society to have a little more compassion, to really shift how we see each other and our differences and our common denominators, the things that connect us in life and as people. So it's been sobering. The idea of sobriety isn't just about your relationship to things that can anesthetize us, but the internet can anesthetize us, or any kind of focus that allows us, requires us to tune out everything else going on. And, I know that all of us have felt like doing that at some point over the last several years, frankly, but especially this year, because there's been a lot of global conflict and turmoil that while the people who are experiencing it can't process their devastation and grief, the rest of us can for them. And so there's been a lot more on our plates, in addition to our own interpersonal experiences and how we're relating to things. So the wrap up for this year was about going to our next level, recognizing our ability to expand, to change, to shift our habits, to do things differently. Like I said, to open up our hearts, to show a little more compassion for ourselves and others, and to experience a little more patience. And then the next level is Botswana Agate. Botswana Agate represents not only love and affection. It's really considered in the metaphysical stone meanings. It is considered to be a love stone. But it also has to do with the way in which we relate to one another. How we see ourselves, the way we accept ourselves, will be the basis on which we will accept other people in our wake. So the 3 of these stones together is asking you to recognize the ways in which you grew this year, how you opened your heart to someone that you may not know, situations that you had a little more patience for yourself and others. Take a moment to take an inventory on, pardon me, I've got a little hair. I've got 4 animals up in this piece. So there are so many animals here. There's just hair flying everywhere. Anyway, so occasionally it gets on the lipstick. So there you go. Ah, there you are. Anyway, so take this opportunity to give yourself a pat on the back and acknowledge how you did things a little differently this year. And for some of us, of course, we're going to take an inventory on what we could have done a little differently, how we could have been a little more compassionate, how we could have been a little more open-hearted towards someone else or towards ourselves. So doing all of that, taking that moment in this time of reflection, because that's what the holidays are. We are brought back into situations with our friends and family we may not see every day, but when we see them at the holidays, it brings us back into some of those triggering situations. So this is an opportunity not just to experience the grief that we don't always let ourselves feel, but to really ask ourselves, how can we be different in the situation this year or next year? In the times to come, how can I be different? How can I do it differently so that not only do I not feel the same way, but so I can show some forgiveness or some compassion for other people. So that is the end of 2023 reading. Now we're going to pull a few cards for 2024, which is very exciting. I'll probably do this on New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve day. New Year's Day. New Year's Eve day? No, New Year's Day. So 2024, what does that have in store for us? How many cards should I pick? Let's see. Oh, good God. Oh, you're just going to be tickled to death. Okay. No. Growth, again, Prazilite, and amethyst, again, for sobriety. Let's dig it. I know that this is kind of short-lived. Sobriety, again, for amethyst, it's more about how we experience awe-inspiring events. And the idea of amethyst is a stone that helps us connect to our own psychic abilities, our own clairaudience, clairsentience, and clairvoyance, our ability to see, hear, and experience energy and telepathy. So when you begin to connect into the multidimensional world, not just the 3D world, but the 4D and the 5D, your ability to psychically, clairvoyantly see images, connect with people that aren't in your present space. The idea is to remain calm, remain present, experience that awe without losing your mind, without a lot of people, when they have a haunted dream or they feel like there's an energy around them, they get scared or they get happy or they get excited to a point that puts them in a position to kind of lose that connection, because those higher vibrational connections are more subtle. We receive them on much more intuitive, subtle levels than we do any other type of communication. So the idea of amethyst is letting yourself breathe deeply, remain present, and witness what's happening. Witness the awe. You can get excited and jump up and down later, but be present now and really let yourself see and experience what's happening. And that in and of itself is the growth, is the willingness to be present in any moment, to recognize what's happening, embrace it, witness it, take action if action is necessary, to allow that communication with spirit to inspire you to know the right action to take or the right way to interpret the information that's coming through, because we can all be aware of all kinds of spiritual information, but if we don't receive it as it is intended or as it is happening, that means that we have to open ourselves beyond our own lens or opinions of what we think things are, right? That, again, requires growth. So the third surprise card for 2024. So clearly we're going to have similar lessons in 2024 as we did in 2023 has to do with your community. What is your community? Who is your community? Is it your friends and family? Is it the people, your neighbors? Is it the surrounding area, the city that you live in, the county, the state? Is it the country? Is it global? Is it universal? Is it galactic? Right? The more and more you expand and grow and witness yourself and your life and others, and are open-hearted to them, the more you're going to recognize yourself in these expanded circles of beings. And that's what this next year is going to be about. The cards are really talking about allowing yourself to let go of what you need right now and open up to what do we all need. The more we open up our consciousness to not only our own needs, but the needs of others, we find that our needs get taken care of without us having to fret about them. Spirit always knows what we need. And if we just allow those to come while we are opening up to the larger picture, we experience more grace and more peace and more mercy. We can show mercy for others when they are in times of trouble. So the reading for 2024 for these holiday, your crystal allies, and your crystal allies 44 sacred altered set and altar cards and oracle set is to open your heart, witness your life as it exists, not as you wish it to be, but be so present in it that you can know how to effectively change it. And then let the universe offer you responses to your needs so that you can open your heart to the needs of others as well. Right? That means that doesn't mean we don't take care of ourselves, right? But that means that we open ourselves up to things happening in a more simple, more effective, and more effortless vibration so that we can get things done without worrying whether or not they're going to get done. So that's my wish for you this holiday season. Merry Christmas. If you're watching that, happy solstice, happy full moon. Full moon is happening tonight, I think, or tomorrow. Or happy Kwanzaa, which begins tomorrow. So thanks so much for tuning in. Leave your comments. I always check back with them. And it's really great to take a few moments. And I'll be doing this more throughout 2024, but definitely in January. So have a wonderful rest of your holiday season. And I really appreciate who you are and know that there are good things in store for you this season. Take care.